reasonable product for each expression. Explain your reasoning in the spaces below using words and pictures. Now, when they say reasonable product, it might not be the exact right answer, but it's going to be close to the right answer. This is almost like estimating. Everyone's done estimating before, so we're familiar with how to estimate something. So our problem we're looking at is 2.5 times 4. It says explain your reasoning in the spaces below using words or pictures. So, how do I pull the first person that's not here? Josiah. 2.5 times 4. Your options are 1/10, 1, 10, and 100. What would Josiah say would be the reasonable product for each expression? For 2.5 times 4. Now look at the numbers that go into 2.5 and look at 4. Just estimate what do you think would be the closest answer. You want to ask your table for help, honey? Josiah. The first one? All right, let's look at this. I can see kind of where you get that, but let's look at this as a team and see what we got, okay? So if we're solving the decimal, Josiah, what's the first, or if we're solving the multiplication problem, it's like this. What's the first thing we should do? I'm sorry, but no, what do we need to do to solve it? How should we set it up? We're gonna stack it or put it up vertically like we talked about. So we're looking at 2.5 times 4. Okay. Bigger decimal there. And then the first thing you said was exactly right. We gotta get rid of that decimal. Not the 2 and the 5. We just gotta get rid of that decimal. All right. So, Josiah, what's 4 times 5? 20. Now what do we do with that 2? We just put it there, can we move it up? Put it right here. What's 4 times 2? 8 plus 2. 10. Now we still got that decimal, right? Where do we need to put it? How many numbers are behind that decimal in 2.5? Okay, so we have 10.0. Decide, you see a problem down there, or a number down there? That would be familiar, or be close or accurate to what we just did. What number do we have up here? 4. 10. Josiah, you see 10 on there? Good job. So 10. The way Josiah explained her reasoning was she multiplied the problem out. The answer she got was the closest, or in this case, accurate to what we had. That was her answer. That was one way of figuring out and explaining your reasoning. Josiah, thank you. Is everyone following along so far? Making sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, B. B is 3 1400 times 7. Oops, hold on. 3 1400 times 7. Our choices are 2,198, 219 and 8/10, 21 and 98 hundredths, or 2 and 198 thousandths. These are our choices. Chase, what is the first thing we need to do to solve this problem? Stack them. That's one way of doing it. Chase, can you think of any other ways to figure out or estimate? How would Chase solve this problem to figure out how we're going to do this? We've already stacked them, but is that the way you feel most comfortable doing it? Okay, how would Chase feel the most comfortable? What? Add placeholders. Oh, you want to add placeholders. That's another way. So Chase, what are we going to add the placeholders?
Probably under the 1 and the 4.
Under the 1 and the 4, we're going to add that extra decimal in there, right? So what Chase is doing is he is solving it his way to make him comfortable reasoning. Josiah was comfortable just doing the basic multiplication of it. Chase was comfortable with the placeholders to line everything up. Chase, what do we need to do next? But what do we need to, oh, you just want to multiply, you don't want to separate them any other way? I'm going to line them off. All right, let's line them off. All right. Chase, are you ready to solve this? What's the first thing we got to do? What about the decimal? Want to do some of the decimal? Get rid of, oh, bro, you're going to bring it down. That'll work. I would recommend getting rid of it, though, just to be on the safe side. But since you're wanting to find a comfortable way for you, we'll bring it down. All right? 7 times 4 is what? 28. All right, so we just keep the 2, or are we going to do with the 2, Chase? You drop the 8. What are we going to do, just put the 2 down there, or carry it over? All right. So what's next, Chase? 7 times 1 is 7. Now we got the extra number. 7 plus 2 is 9. Okay. So Chase has already brought his decimal down. This is what's comfortable for Chase. I'd be more comfortable removing the decimal, but he's on the right track. Chase, 7 times 3, 21. All right. 21.98. All right, now we got the extra zeros, Chase. What do you need to do with those? You got to do the zeros. So what's the first thing we need to do before we start multiplying? Put a 0 right here, right? Okay. Chase, 0 times 4? Okay. So we got the decimal still. I'm sorry, we got the, all right, 0 times 1? 0. So this is why, Chase, it's better off to throw the decimal out to the very end. Because now everything is going to be a little bit off. So can we get rid of that decimal? Let's get rid of that decimal. Okay. Make sure I hit the right button. I don't want to erase the whole problem. There we go. So, all right, now we got, excuse me, 0 times 3? 0. Okay, Chase. So we're still looking good. We got one more to do. What's the first thing we need to do? Before we can multiply it as 0, what do we need to do? No, we're gonna get rid of that decimal for a little bit, all right? So what's the next thing we should probably do? What did we do on the first one? Or the second one? What did we have to put there before we could start? 0. Okay? Now, because it's the second one we're doing, should we add an extra 0 before we start multiplying? 2 zeros? Are you sure we need to go with 2? Because we're pushing it over a little bit more. Every time you go down, you add an extra 0. As far as this goes. All right, let's put an extra 0. Chase, you're on the right track, buddy. 0 times 4, what do we got? 0. 0 times 1. 0. 0 times 3. 0. All right, my math group, sit tight. I know we're running a little bit behind, but thank you for being patient. As soon as we're done, we'll send you off. Thank you. All right, now Chase, are we ready? Let me adjust something to make it a little easier on us. Are we ready to solve this problem once Mr. Orr lines something up a little bit better for us? Are we ready to solve this problem now, Chase? Now, with all these numbers, do we need placeholders? We could put them right here, but I think we're fine. Should we line these off before we get them started to make sure they're all in a straight line? All right, let's line these off. All right. Chase, 8 plus 0 plus 0. 8. Bless you. 9 plus 0 plus 0. 9. Good job, Chase. 1 plus 0 plus 0. 1. 2 plus 0 plus 0. 2. And we're just going to forget about the 0. You'll understand why in a second. Chase, how many numbers are past that decimal? Up here on the, to the right, how many numbers are past the decimal? 2, so that means 2 spots over. So 1, 2. What number does that read, Chase? 21 and 98 hundredths. Chase, you see that on there as one of your choices? Chase, that was outstanding work. You took a different approach. You added your placeholders because it made you comfortable. You were able to get the answer, the reasonable answer. That was good work. All right, my math group, you may leave. The rest of the group take a 5-minute break, and we'll continue from there. Thank you. Mr. Brendan. Yeah, I was trying to draw a